I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive.
Everybody, how you doing? I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, good evening, morning, night, whenever you guys are watching. I just want to say hi. Hope everyone's doing good and the such. So today we're going to be looking into, I don't know, the John O'Keefe passing. And I want to take a look at this weird family of the McCabes and the Alberts surrounding his passing and things going on. So, well, I'm just saying hi to Star Around and Vista who are in chat. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And to everyone else who is just here listening, watching, and the such. I got my list of questions. Hey, Bubbles, welcome. Hello, hello. And we're going to be taking a look at what's going on today with this whole Albert family. that apparently like runs Canton, Massachusetts. We're going to take a look at the McCabes, who are also tied to the Alberts. And what in the heck is going on? I don't know if anyone else has watched the Rotten Mangoes documentary that she's putting together. She's put out episode 1, and she just released episode 2 like a few days ago. And as I was watching these videos, I could feel my blood boiling as I finished it yesterday. And then I had to do like a second round today to like familiarize myself with who the heck am I, like all these people. And I just want to say, like, I didn't follow the case. I didn't follow the trial. I didn't know a ton of what was going on before Stephanie put it into everything. Like, I didn't know that many details. I really, really didn't. Yeah, thanks, Bubbles. Yeah, I'm barely familiar. Like, I was barely familiar with this case, too, when I first started. So I did a reading back in April on the Karen Reed and her involvement and the trial and just the case in general, but what was going on. And let me tell you, from that reading to Stephanie's now documenting things, and we haven't even gotten into parts 3 and 4, which apparently has even more stuff. I am already kind of like, what's going on? And like, I did not know what I was actually doing when I was like speaking about that. Like, if people are like, you knew everything. I did not follow this trial at all. I just was like, hey, there's this person, and she's on trial for apparently hitting her partner with a car. That's all I really knew. I didn't know that things ran this deep, and that there's like, it seems like multiple levels of, I don't know how you want to call it, but I'm gonna call it corruption within the public defenders of the police and law enforcement over there. So I don't know. But what I want to really take a look into today with everything is I want to really take a look into this family. What the heck is going on with this family? I really want to take a look at why did they really want John O'Keefe going to 34 Fairview that night? Because it seems really odd with everything going on here too. Like, they say everyone's friends and then they're not friends and blah, 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 blah. So that's what I want to kind of take a look into today. So I don't know if anyone else has any questions, things that they've been thinking and or feeling about it, but that's what I really want to take a look into. So yeah. I have no Turtle Boy. I don't know. I don't know if it's Turtle Boy or not. I don't really know. I really don't. Bubbles. That's the one I'm kind of like, what? So with that, then this is my list of questions. I don't know if anyone else has questions that they want me to take a look into, because what I'm like, where I want to kind of start today, and this is how I plan on it, and if things change, things are going to change, people in the chat, how it's going to, I really want to start with I want to start with all these connections and with these people. I want to take a look at what was the motive to get John O'Keefe to 34 Fairview. I want to take a look at what's with this D&E pizza place that's run by the Chris Albert, who is like the leader, who's like a top dog in Canton, who's attached to like the other Alberts, where John O'Keefe was found, like he was the one found in front of their house. That's the house that he apparently went to. It's a whole ass mess. So I want to take a look into this, see what we can see, go from there and the such. So as questions come up, please feel free, join in, say them in the chat. I will get to them when I get to them, and we will go from there. So I'm going to put this off to the side since no one seems to have any additional questions that they want to add. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab out some decks here and go from there. So, without further ado, quick reminder though before we get into it. Remember, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So, if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, with that, I wanted to take a look into what... When we go on when we're looking into this Albert family, I am looking to what is going on with the Albert family and what's just the general energy that the Alberts have. Maybe not general energy of the Albert family, but I want to really take a look into John O'Keefe and what was the motive? Generally, why was he going to 34 Fariview that night? Okay? I want to take a look. I'm just going to look really generally at this. At this. Why did he end up going to 34 Fariview that night? Why did he go there? Why did he go to the bar beforehand? What was really going on there? Not the bar beforehand, but the 34 Fariview. I should say, what was the motive to get him to 34 Fariview that night? What was the motive to get John O'Keefe to 34 Fariview that night? Because remember, this was at like 12:30 at night. He was there. Like, what was the motive to get John O'Keefe to 34 Fariview that night? Why is this? Okay, so when I'm looking at the lovers here, why is this? Because the tower. They wanted to bring John to 30. What was the motive for bringing John to 34 Fariview that night? With the lovers upright, it's to establish our relationship. Why is this? Because we want to delay the inevitable. We want to keep things from disaster from going on. Why is this? Because from materially, we wanted to keep doing shady shenaniganery behind the scenes when it came to getting away with things from the court of the law. People might not believe that. That's what I'm kind of seeing. Because our hopes and fears here is you're going to not tell the truth about certain things. We're going to hide certain aspects, hide certain information, not tell the truth, keep people silenced. Unseen obstacle, though, here is the Emperor to this. There's some sort of individual. Who are you? The unseen obstacle this whole thing was John. John is I'm hearing like, who is this? John. It's John. John is the Emperor. John is the one who's like, I'm going to have control of what I'm doing. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me. Hold on. Negative influence here. If anyone thinks like, oh, this is premeditated, this was like, oh, we needed to take him out. Like, I don't believe. Was the plan to get rid of him that night? I'm hearing, no. It wasn't that at all. This was like to reestablish our relationship. However, someone wanted to be by the book. It's like, hey, this thing was going on. Negative influence here is, it's like you were supposed to grovel at our feet. You decided to not grovel at our feet. Like, what was going for them? This is all hidden. The real reason why they wanted John there that night, or the reason why they wanted him at 34 Fariview, this hasn't really been revealed. The real reason why he was invited hasn't been revealed. It's not being talked about. It's being held in. There are hidden motives to get him there. Because here in the past, it's like, yeah, you're a part of our family. You're a part of our organization. You're a part of our institutions. Like, we're all in this together, right? Everyone's here together. However, here in the future, it's like, this is going to come undone. The mirror is shattering. The illusions are going away. The real reason why he's going there will be revealed. I don't know how it's going to, but the real reason why he was brought there and why he had to go to 34 Fariview. I feel like it's been talked about why he was really invited there with some other people. However, the public has not had this information made aware to them yet. I believe it will at one point, but it's just not yet. Like, what I'm seeing here is like, we're trying to establish our relationship with you because we want to do some shady shit. That's the reason why they wanted him at 34 Fairview. So if that was what was going on, okay, so what did they want to talk about with him? Like, what was the thing that's like, we are gonna make sure that you're not like, what was the thing that they wanted to talk to him about? Because it's odd. Like, what did they want to talk to him about? Like, what was this shady shenanigans, the things that they were trying to get away with? What was going on with that? Like, what are these things that people are wanting to get away with? Is my question. What were the things that certain individuals wanted to get away with that was like from material influence? What was that all about? What was this kind of all about? Let's see. Why is this? I'm going to grab clarifiers for all of these as well. What were these things? Oh, come on. I do not know what it is about this mountains. Mountains always seems to show up a lot. Whenever I read on these things. But what was he, like, what were these conversations that was going on? Well, or what were these things that, illegal things that were kind of maybe allegedly going on? So this is regrets. Why is this? Because of the power supply. Let's just grab. I see this as like, what fuels the power around this town? What fuels these people's power? It's like, what did they want to like talk to him about that night? It feels like it's a conversation. You got to not talk. We would need you to stay with us. Personal power, magical intentions. Why is this? With a gift box. What? Like, I'm looking at this. What is going on here? Again, this was supposed to be, like, what was supposed to be going on that night? I keep getting, like, he wasn't supposed to go. He was the obstacle to this whole thing. What else can we get here? What were these things that he wasn't supposed to know about? What was being like, so, like, why were you being brought to 34 Fairview? Like, what were these negative things that were going on in the past? Or things that you were, like, not supposed to talk about? Okay. So, when we're looking at, like, he was there were things that, like, we needed to come in, get you to be silent, not talk about certain things, and the such. Well, what was he not supposed to? This had to be about a certain kid. With this kid, it's like something that this kid regretted. some dark brown curly hair with regrets that is hiding. It's like this, whoever this person is like they've regretted something that maybe they were doing to manifest money, put personal power. This is all magic-y kind of things. This is also passions. Like whatever he was supposed to, like he would like, there's a young man here, probably a kid. Why is this? Because someone is like boosting up someone's power supply. It's like, what was boosting up someone's ego, their things? This is like a gift as well. Hidden blessings, surprises. Like, because from a material influence, it's like this breaks the character, or this is going to take down someone's kid. It's like we need to this is taking down a young man, in my opinion here. Financial influences. It's like, this is we can't have you break our cover. We need to keep you silent about our cover of things that we got going on. This is an ego death, the ending of a story, the ending of a character, the ending of someone's personal power. Why is this? Because from a material, or from our hopes and fears here, is we just want to have this person go. We want to go discipline them. This is a discipline. It's like we want to just send this person away. Who did he know? Like, when it comes to this illegal activity and things that were going on, who is he outing? Like, from a kid? If you're a young man, a kid, whatever they were doing. And it's like, no, don't. He doesn't need to go to jail. He doesn't need to go to any of that. Like, we're just going to send him away, and he'll learn, and he'll figure it out. However, the unseen obstacle, though, here is someone had to go bye-bye. This is the skull. It's like end of things, mortality, endings. Like, someone got called out, in my opinion here, younger individual who regrets what they did. They were giving out presents or the such. And the unseen obstacle here, someone ended up dying. Someone passed on. We just had to be passed. Why is this? Because someone was being an obstacle or a brick. A male was being a brick or an obstacle to things that were going on. Like, someone wanted to put down accountability and or justice for someone. And it feels like, oh, no. We're gonna, you don't need to do this. We're going to take care of it ourselves. And it feels like, well, what do you mean no. Because, like, what's going for here is, like, someone is hiding who they truly are. What was going on? He was hiding a sadness, but I needed to heal you. Here in the past, it's all about money, and in the ending of, it's the ending of people, places, things that were going on, and here in the future. Whoever this was, whatever this is, this person will be put away, imprisoned. This is a giant challenge. Whether it is for this case, or if it is going to be for a different offense, this person, whoever they are, what they were doing, feels like they have not stopped, and they are going to get caught doing it in the future. They will be trapped away. They will be in prison. They're going to go to jail for this. That's what this kind of feels like, and that's the challenge for all this. Is like, it was coming no matter who, what, when, where, why, or huh. That's what this is kind of feeling like. It's like, you just stay quiet about this, and we'll all be good. Like, that's what this is kind of feeling like. Someone did something that they regretted, and it's like they stopped. Maybe they were like, the family's like, well, we'll have people stop doing it. And it's like, no, you need to, this is accountability here. You can't do this. Like, this is like the law. Like, this is illegal to do. You can't just go hide this stuff because you can. No, this isn't how it is. Okay. All right. Oh, hi, Agnes. Welcome. Hey, Brianne. Welcome. Agnes, so John found out that Collin was selling the devil's lettuce and wanted to turn him in, but they couldn't have that. Maybe. We haven't looked into Collin yet, but if we're looking, I'm going to bring this card closer. I got to find it. Where did it go? Like, look at this card. I'll bring it. Like, this is a kid who's regretful in these blankets with that dark curly hair. Like, I don't know. It's kind of freaky. It's something that he regretted doing. I don't know how else to put it. So, I mean, that looks like that was the motive for the conversation and getting John to 34 Fairview that night. So, like, yeah. So, like, if that's like the motive to like get John to 34 Fairview, it feels like the death wasn't premeditated. I'm getting that pretty strong. It was not premeditated, but this whole thing is just weird in that, yeah, it's divine timing. Whatever this was, it was divine timing that everything happened the way it happened. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what I'm kind of seeing here. So, like, okay, so John is getting taken, or John is being requested to go to 34 Fairview. Right? Right. So, I want to take a look at, I forget who really invited John to go to 34 Fairview. If it was Brian Higgins, I feel like it was Brian, if I'm remembering correctly. If I'm not, chat, like, correct me, please, and thank you. But who was he, like, who invited him, and what was what was the involvement, essentially, with, it seems like this thing, right? So, like, what did Brian Higgins have to do with all of this? So I feel like he was the one who invited them. Because it wasn't like Brian, Albert, or his wife Nicole who invited them. It was, I think, Brian Higgins who invited them, if I'm not mistaken, I believe. Or was it, I don't remember who it specifically was. Or was it Jen McCabe? I don't know. But someone here invited John to the Albert family home. So what involvement, or what was that kind of motive and the such to get them there, essentially? Queen of Cups, why is this? I'm going to grab clarifiers for all of these as well. It's a negative influence, or the hopes and fears. Someone is trying to get out of something. Here they are. Like, so I'm seeing the Queen of Cups upright. This was a whole damn setup. Not like the death, but this conversation was a setup. Getting them there was a setup. It's like, we need to get you here because it's like, so it could be evidence tampering, sure. With the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups upright, this is like, this is like intuition, inner knowing, but also with this card, it is just giving me, like, we have a couple different reasons why we need to get you here. Like, why did I invite you? Well, it could be because I want to see Karen, potentially. We needed Karen here. I don't know why we needed Karen here. But it's like evidence tampering. It's like, but this is also like, we want to put someone at the stake. We want to put the blame on something or someone here. This is kind of weird. Like, we want to put the blame on someone or something right now. Why is this? Because the seven of swords. Like, we want to get away with something. Or it's like, we're trying to get away from something, but we're not being super things here. Because we need to take out the trash. What? I need to take out the trash. We need to reset whatever we got. We gotta put someone here. We gotta set someone straight. We need to reset some things because you've betrayed us and our home and our family. A bloody betrayal. What was whoever invited them, what did they want? They wanted to, like, set someone or something up that night. Because traitorous instinct. You were a traitor to what we were doing. Negative unseen obstacle, though, to this whole thing is double checking the info under sweep cellar. It's like, I gotta double. What happened in the basement? Because when I'm looking at this is the under cellar sweep. Cellars are in the what? Basement. Underground info. What happened in that basement? What happened there? You gotta double check that info. What's going on down there? Why are you sweeping down there? What the frick? Someone wanted to confront John that night. Negative influence. Y'all. Okay, so why did someone want to bring him down? There, I don't know what happened in the basement. What am I seeing? What am I seeing? Y'all, I don't know what the layout of this house was or what things were going on, but like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now is I'm walking through the door. I'm walking through the door, and then it's like you go through, and then there's like a door somewhere. Like go through, and then there's like a living room on. Is it my left? No, there's living room's on the left, and I'm going straight, and then I have to go straight. There's a staircase that goes up to on my right, and then I have to go to the back end of the staircase, and I go downstairs. Because someone yells, "Hey, yeah, John, we're downstairs. Come down. Someone says, go downstairs. So it's like, I've been here before. Yeah, I'll go downstairs. I know where the stairs are. Or someone led me or said, yeah, this is how you get to the stairs. And I go down, and then there's all these people here. And I'm like, why are we talking? And everyone's like, well, we need to have a talk. And I'm like, wait, what? Why do we have to have a talk? Like, there's like 4 people. There's 4 people. 1, 2, 3. And then there's another one way back on like a couch or something in the basement. There's like 3 people. And I know, do you know all of them? I know 2 of them. I know 2 of them really well. One though, and it's like, we need to have a it's a and then everything like shuts down. I don't know what hit him on the back of the head. Something hit him in the back of the head. This was an ambush. This was almost like an ambush. Oh boy. Ambush. What else is going on here? This is really weird. Because I'm sitting here. And I'm like, hey, what's going... And it's like there's a mid-sentence, like, stop conversation. 1 minute, everything's good, happy. And then the next is like, what? And it's like, I'm taken off guard. Someone's so angry. They just lashed out. Weird. Because I'm looking at this information. And with like the evidence tampering here, it's like, again, there's something in the basement. Why is this? Because we need to reset, take out the trash, get rid of things because we want to be sneaky. However, you weren't being sneaky enough on doing what you needed to do. Because up here with the 4 of Wands is like, this will flip everything that we know on our head about the family. This is, you betrayed us. And like money is going out the door with rebelling against control. Unseen obstacle here is there is something in the basement, or was something in the basement. Over here with the find the weapon is negative influence. Why do I see, like those old, they're like the hexagonal, like, weights? Like, I see one of them. I don't know if it's like a 10-pound weight or a 5-pound. Like, this is pretty substantial, or like a 7-pound weight, but like this thing, it's got some heft to it. And like, I just see it, and it's purple for some reason. That's the one maybe I know of. And it's just like, bam. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. Having this be the Beamtown beat stick too, it's like, yeah, this is something where you're gonna go boop on the head sort of things. Energy, kind of wild, right? Because the positive influence here is someone fled from the scene right after. I don't know who it was, but someone started fleeing a daring escape from this scene. Whoever was there did not stay long after it. Here, the negative influence was here in the past. someone from the jurisdiction was saying, hey, we need to look into something. There's a couple different pieces missing or moving around here. And then here in the future, this is all about family, legacy, being shady, bull in the china shop. It's like somebody, like, what the heck is going on? Like, I don't even know what the question was I was asking anymore, other than, like, the bull in a china shop. Like, whoever this family is, whatever things that were going on, everything moved so fast. Things were, like, it got out of control really, really quickly. Like, something happened to the back of the head, but there's also something to the front of the head as well. With this being shady, who was the person on the couch in the back? Who was the person on the couch in the back? That's the really, it's like, why the heck are they here? It's like, why the heck are they here? Who was there? They were in the basement. Someone was in the basement in the back couch. And that's a really weird spot. That's what I'm going with. Like, what? There's something to do with that basement. Just saying that there's something in the basement. Weird stuff in the basement. There is a weight. It feels like a weight. Like, it's weird. It's weird. And there's 4 guys. There's 4 of them. Who freaking fled? I want to know what's this fleeing all about. Who fled? So I'm like, I'm getting this. It's like, he's down for the count after this hit to the head. Like, he's not moving. He is done. He's not moving. It's like someone... Again, what? What's going on with the fleeing? What happened? Fleeing? Someone fled? Why did someone flee? Why did someone flee? Because there's 2 people that kind of fled or left. It's like, we gotta go. We gotta go now. We gotta move like yesterday. What's with the fleeing here? There's no other option. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. The writing is on the wall. You gotta go. Because why is this? Because the Hanged Man. We gotta flip this narrative upside down. Because from material influence here, the Knight of Swords. We gotta cover your tracks. Flee. Get the heck out of here. We gotta get you out of here. We have to get you out. Get out of here. No one's going to talk about you because hopes and fears, you're going to get away with this. We got to protect you. We're going to hide what's ever going on because the unseen obstacle here is a 3 of Cups, though. We got to get the story straight. There's also a lot of alcohol. How drunk was this person? This is like overindulgence in alcohol. Everyone was drunk AF. Like, alcohol was a major factor in this whole case. Because the negative influences, there's a trail leading to him. If we don't clean this up, there is a trail that leads to this person. Hook, line, and sinker. What's going for them? Let's cook something up. Here in the past, King of Cups reversed. I'm going to grab a clarifier for that. And then here in the future, it's like, yeah, we're going to say one thing, do another, confuse everybody. What's going on with this King of Cups, though, in the past? What's with the King of Cups in the past here? Someone was about ready to expose something. Someone wanted to expose or bring illumination to something, in my opinion here. I feel like this is John. John wanted to illuminate or bring attention to something, or like there was something being brought to attention. You need to get out of here right the frick now. Also, there's so much alcohol involved with this whole thing. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Like, you need to get out of here. Someone was like... Hold on. Okay, with this now, we're going to take a look into Collin. Whatever. How is Collin McAlbert, or sorry, not McAlbert, Collin Albert, part of this McCabe Albert whole shenaniganery? What's going on with this Collin Albert? This is someone who has been told, oh no, he wasn't there. 7 months he was told he was not there. Then 7 months later, it's like, oh no, he was there, but only for a short time. And every time... everyone said he left at 12:10. He left at 12:10. But can't remember anything else from that night, but he left at 12:10. way before John got there. Allegedly. Conspiracy. Whatever. But there's so much alcohol to this whole thing. It's like, I'm almost saying, like, I don't even remember doing that. Like that's how, like, someone was so blackout that night that they didn't even know, like, what they almost even did. But let's take a look. It was Collin involved with this. What was Collin's involvement that night, if any? I don't know what else to tell you. Yep. Why is this? Yep. Y'all saw me shuffle. In my opinion, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I don't have any facts. I don't have access to anything but cards in front of me and the such. But in my opinion, he's the one who did this. He's the one who lost his temper. The devil reversed. I flew into a rage, had too much to drink, was under the influence of something, and I did something rash and impulsive that caused the F around and find out moment. Because from a material influence here, my entire life, I saw that my entire life was going down the drain. My entire life was going to go down the drain. All the money, all the access, all the fame, all the accolades, the things that I was going to go down for this. You remember, he was only 17 at the time of this happening. It's like his entire life was going to be ruined because of it. Because hopes and fears here, I want Mr. Goody Two-Shoes over here gone. He was like, this person was trying to bring accountability to his life. Someone wanted to, I think, end Mr. O'Keefe because he was the person who was like, I'm going to make you have accountability. You were going to do bad things. Just get better at it then, bro. Because the unseen obstacle for him is that there were so many options of things going on that night for him. He was also heavily under the influence of multiple substances, in my opinion. This was not just alcohol. This was also illicit substances. I feel like he was crossfading, as some people would call it. And so he, honestly, I do not think remembers doing anything that night because he was so crossfaded, but his anger got the best of him. The negative influence here is he has so many people who were going to try and protect him from the law enforcement agencies in that area. So he would not have proper consequences for his actions. Because, again, I feel like a lot of people are like, well, he's too young. He's too young. No, we can't have his life ruined just by one mistake. I'm like, bro just ended somebody. Because what was going for him, he had friends in high places. He had people with lots of money who could get him out of his situation. Because here in the past, yeah, I don't know what Collin was up to. I don't know what he was doing for money at that time. But with the Three of Pentacles here, it's like, you were going to ruin my gig on how I was making money. People don't want to work with me anymore. And here in the future, the Ace of Swords, it's like, you just people will be like, I don't know if he's going to have legal consequences coming at him for this. I hear yes. Eventually, I feel like someone in that family someone's going to flip sooner or later about what was going on that night. But in my opinion here, Collin did it. I don't have hard evidence for it, but I have my opinion, and this is it. I don't know what else to say about the cards other than Collin did this, and the whole family is covering for him. Why was he so angry with John O'Keefe then? Let's just take a look. Collin did it. Collin did it. Wow. I have so many words I would love to call him, but I will refrain for now. Y'all want to catch me? I don't know where you want to catch me if you want to hear me cuss like a frickin' sailor, but whoo! I do not like people who are entitled and because their family has power and or access, they can get away with shit. Like, I don't know. Ending the life of another person and they get away with it. All right. What was Collin's problem with John O'Keefe? Why would he even think about doing this? You were going to ruin my money. Why is this? And my love and my affections, my status, why people loved me, but where I was getting my resources, what was fulfilling me at that time. Because from a financial influence here with the 10 of Cups, this was going to take out his entire network of what he had built up. Why did he not like John O'Keefe? Because you were going to also ruin the family. You were going to ruin what we have set up. Because their hopes and fears, we want to keep this money rolling in. Money, resources, what we have, everything going on. Because the unseen obstacle here is the Ace of Wands. There's other... This is unresolved anger. This kid has so many anger issues that he should have been in therapy for. Are there allegations of him beating up other people or allegations of DV with like previous partners or the such? This kid has so many anger issues that like it's not even funny. It's like you go against him, he's going to get even with you because the negative influence to him is the 7 of Cups. He can't see life clearly. He is blindfolded to all the opportunities in front of him or everything in front of him that are being revealed. It's like he does not have anything to go with that. The positive influence here though for him, and how does he feel about John O'Keefe? It's like, yeah, you're gone now. I'll move on. Because here in the past, saw John O'Keefe as an obstacle. Like, I think he saw John O'Keefe as the strong man, the obstacle to what he was doing. And here in the future, I'm still the victor. I'm still the victor. Who's the one who's, who, I do not like this person. Again, this is not going to be this is the interpretation of the energy that I am feeling, not my own personal opinions. But it's like, who's the one that's 6 feet under and who's the one that's still going free? That is the energy I feel with it. And I am, oh boy. This kid needs to have a freaking reality check. These smug ass little, woo boy. Okay. What was Collin doing? What was Collin doing that John wanted to hold him accountable for? What was Collin doing that John wanted to hold him accountable for? This is ridiculous. What did John do, or what did Collin do that John wanted to hold him accountable for? How he made money. This is all about his business enterprises and how he was making money. Things that he did on the down low. Things. What was this kid doing? Yep. This is all about it. Unseen obstacle. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to grab, we're going to grab True Crime Oracle after this, but seeing what did John have over Collin, with things that were kind of going on. This was all about Collin's business and how he was making money. Why is this? Because a lot of people were looking the other way. John was not looking the other way on how this kid was making money. Whether this was due to you need an actual parent, you need an actual parent who's going to actually hold you accountable. There's a sense of like, this is not how I would raise my kid. A switch flipped. A switch flipped. John was being the adult in the room when no one else wanted to be the adult for Collin. This is how Collin was making money, and everyone was looking the other way on how he was making money. I don't know what he was selling, but he was selling something. For money, it feels very illegal in nature, because materially, he's like, I need you to stop doing this. John was like, I want you to stop doing this. Because it's like, it's time for you to go try something new. This is what you really want your life to be. Because, however, the hopes and fears here is like, I just want you to stop doing this. Again, whatever Collin, it feels like, was doing, he was a user and a dealer. He was both. And John's like, I don't want this kid gone in 5 years. John's like, you're going to be gone in 5 years if you don't stop doing this. So holding you accountable now keeps you alive. Don't know how. Because, like, the unseen obstacle here is that this is causing a lot of internal strife, not to just Collin, but to John, too. Like, John had a lot of qualms about this, and he knew what was going on. It's like, when a kid is gonna pass on at this rate the way he was going. Negative influence here is the Seven of Pentacles, which is when you plant your seeds in shit, well, that's what you're going to have. I don't know. It's like you learned this from somewhere. Again, John just wanted him to get a better relationship with himself and what he was doing and like build better connections and what he could do. Because here in the past, again, Collin, I mean, this could also be Collin's just like, I got friends in high places and people that I'm working with. But here in the past is like, he just wanted, like, Collin's like, I'm going to be my own entrepreneur and do what I'm doing. But here in the future, he's had to give it up or transform it into something else. What I'm seeing from this is that, like, Collin is just off doing his own dang thing. And then the only adult in the room that's wanting to hold him accountable for his actions is, like, this kid has so many anger issues that he's going to lash out at the one person who's trying to put him into, like, be a decent adult. And it just turns into this giant mess. Like, Collin's so mad that you're going to ruin my jam, man. God, this kid. Okay, so I'm going to take a look. In my opinion, Collin did it. He's a piece of... He better have gotten his life turned around, but I don't think he has because everyone's still enabling to be a piece of crap human. But that's my opinion. I don't know these people personally. This is just the energy I'm reading. If you might want to look at yourself real hard in the mirror if you're covering for an alleged person who's taken other people the other side. This young man doesn't even remember that frickin' night. He doesn't. I'm almost 90% certain if he does not remember that night. However, if they would have called the police or they would have called other people to be like, yeah, this happened, you could not get rid of the evidence on him. It would just be too obvious. Like, I see, like, it's not just the bloody knuckles from that night. There is other evidence. There was stuff under his fingernails. There's the anger. This kid was so crossfaded that night. He does not remember a gosh darn thing, in my opinion. He doesn't remember anything. All right, I'm going to take a look at something here. And this is going to be all about Jen McCabe. The lady that got called by Karen Reed the morning to go help her look for John, who was the aunt, who is, how do I put this? Who is the aunt, well, not aunt, but like is related to Nicole Albert, who is Nicole Albert's sister. Nicole Albert is one of the homeowners of where John was found. Collin Albert is Nicole's nephew. Jennifer McCabe, his daughter Allison McCabe, they're all, so like everyone's related to Nicole and Brian, right? So we have Jennifer and her daughter Allison, and then you have Collin and his dad's Chris. Chris is related to Brian, Jen is related to Nicole, and so like Allison and Collin, who are the two kids, are like, they're both like nieces and nephew. They're both a niece and a nephew of Brian and Nicole Albert, okay? And so, like, I want to take a look at Jennifer McCabe. And she's the one that Karen Reed called. She went and got her, and like, Jennifer McCabe, she is, like, all over this reading. And I want to see, why would Karen call Jennifer McCabe, of all people, who is connected to all of this whole shenanigans, who seems to be like the center of a lot of the manipulation of the narrative of this story. She almost feels like a little bit of a mastermind kind of person. So let's just take a look. What's kind of her involvement or role within this whole John O'Keefe cover-up story, in my opinion? She's the one who's supposed to rewrite the narratives for everything. See, she's like, I gotta put out multiple things here. She is like the ringleader of, let's put out this option, this option, this option, this option, this option, and this option. She's like the one, it's like, I gotta put out all these options. She's the one that's kind of putting all these storylines out to confuse people. Why is this? Because of the Empress. Mom. Because from a material sense, it's like, you're the one who has to write these narratives. She's the one who has to write the narratives for everything going on, because she's the one who has all the answers. She's the one who's like, we got to protect this whole thing. She's the one, this is weird, she's the one who called her daughter that night to pick up Collin. That's who this was. Because again, this hopes and fears, the King of Cups upright again. And it's like, we got to protect people. We have to bring in this whole story. Unseen obstacle, though, is the Ace of Wands reversed. She didn't cover her tracks well enough. Because she's having to, negative influence for her. Is this Karen? No, who is this? Is this Nicole? Or Carrie? So the negative influence for here is that the truth will always come out. There's certain messages, text messages, things that were going on that were always going to come out. You can't change digital footprints. Because what was going for her, though, is the Five of Wands. Everyone was on the same page. Everyone knew who we were going to go after. Everyone knew. She was almost like, let's put this all on this person. I almost wonder if she's the one who suggested that. And she's like, well, we'll put this whole narrative out there. Because here in the past, we've covered for Collin before, and we'll keep continuing to do this. Because here in the future, but she'll be the one who spills like a canary. If there's someone who's going to flubber, fluster, spill the deets, it's going to be Jennifer McCabe, who knows all the ins and outs and details of this entire thing. I don't know why, don't know how, but she's the one who spills. The moon, this is like revealing of secrets, putting things out there. She's the one who's going to reveal all of this, or bring light to this whole damn story. Again, I don't know why her daughter, is it because of her husband and daughter? This is to protect her husband and daughter. Her husband and daughter. So this is so weird. I want to just take a look at what is the future of this McAlbert family. The McCabes and the Alberts and everyone just being connected. Like, what's the future of this family? What is this dynamic of this family right now? Because something's got everybody rattled. There's some rattling going on, and I don't know 100% why. Let's just take a look here. The dynamic of this family is shattered. Where there used to be fun and happiness, this is nothing but everyone keep your gosh darn mouth shut. Especially with the devil here. It's like everyone's like, we want to break free from these old things that are holding us down. Why is this? Because we aren't naive, but because we also made foolish decisions in the past. Something to do with the kids, nieces, nephews, and the such. From a material influence here, let's just plot. They're still friends with everybody. We're still all friends. We also have each other's back when it comes to hiding other things for other people. And we're just trying to maintain our stories, whatever those may be. The unseen obstacle, though, here is that balance must come. There's also this family, whenever they drink, it's insane. They drink so much because the negative influence from is they cannot outrun this. And what's going for them right now with the King of Wands, they're trying to start up or keep up their appearances for everybody, because here in the past, yeah, this family has this dynamic, whatever this is, has shattered. It's definitely changed quite a bit. And here in the future, the King of Pentacles, which is going to be more money, more success, more wealth. Like, this family is all about money, money, money at the end of the day, and they're bound and determined to keep it. They're bound and determined to keep whatever they have. And here at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Again, it feels like they got one wild child. If they're going to be a wild child, they might just have to cut that wild child, let that wild child go. I would be very, very cautious when it comes to things that are going on with this family. I wouldn't deal with them if I didn't have to. And the such, again, it feels like everyone's covering for Collin. My opinions. I don't know facts, though, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm doing, and it's because of what he was doing in the past. I believe he's probably still doing here in the future, because of how he's making his money, or how he was making his money. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I got a lot of words that I want to say, but I can't because of YouTube and the such. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. And yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. That's what I'm going to say. So if y'all enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. I don't know how much more I can say this other than Collin did it. I don't think he remembers doing it, and that's where I'm going to go with it. So for those who are watching live, thank you for being here. For those who are on the replay, gang, I really appreciate you all as well. If you all want to leave a emoji down below, I don't know, put a runner, someone who runs, because it feels like there's a lot of people running from the truth and the things that they've been doing, or the things that they've been kind of doing below the belt and the shadiness. Feel free. Otherwise, I just really want to thank everyone who's been here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, join YouTube members, you can do so through there. Otherwise, that's what I have for today, and I want to thank you all so very much, and I hope to see you all in the future videos. So, yeah. Also, for those who are here or around, for my members, I have now created a Discord link for members. So if you are part of the Sunbeams or higher, you get access to the members Discord, where I'm in, and you could talk to me directly about videos if you want to do things in a more private manner, video suggestions, things of the such. Y'all can hear me cuss out a bunch of cuss out and say words that I probably can't say on YouTube there. Or if you just want to connect or talk in a more direct manner, I have that now available for those members. So thank you all again so very, very much for being here, and I hope to see you all in more videos in the future. So thank you much, y'all, and bye.
Walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face, but what can I do? 'Cause I'm just